Alright guys, long time no see. Life really is a bitch trying to balance everything in your life, like a business with your personal life and gaming and a YouTube channel, multiple YouTube channels and business again. And let me tell you, things are crazy. But I have come to the point where, wow, that's high. Where I've come to realize that every once in a while I fucking need to disconnect from everything because I'm going crazy. I literally wake up, work, and go to sleep and again. And this is really frustrating because I started my own business like over a year ago. Uh, just this being one of the reasons because I was doing unpaid overtime, and guess what I'm doing right now? Every single day of my life I'm doing unpaid overtime. And that's freaking funny, you know. Well, it's not that big of a business and I'm still at the beginning, I need to I've just made enough to be able to afford some online advertising and stuff like that, so it's very difficult. I still have to work a lot just to get myself known, but it's getting there slowly. Anyway, enough about that. I have finished something in my Minecraft world. By the way, this is what it looks like when you switch from large biomes to normal biomes. I used MC Edit, I think, because I began with large biomes world, but my god, that thing is annoying. If you need to find a specific biome that is maybe a little bit further away from you, uh, it just never gets there. You never find it. So I decided to just leave whatever was generated the way it was, and the rest, as soon as you hit new terrain, there's gonna be a different biome there. So that's why we have these edges here. It's the areas where new chunks were rendered after that change. So what I want to show you, goddamn, the food is going down. Mainly because I've taken melon instead of meat. I don't know why. What I want to show you, but it'll take a little bit of while because I'm going to Mesa first to gather some terracotta. Damn, I really find some words in English really hard to pronounce because they're so Latin that I absolutely cannot transfer them to the English accent. Like, you notice how I'm talking right now. Maybe some of you don't even realize that I'm not a native English speaker. I don't even live in a English speaking country. But some words like terracotta, I cannot. It's just because it's terracotta in my or terracotta in my language, and it's so, I don't know. It's weird. I speak so well, but there are these few words that uh, I can. So anyway, I'm building my storage facility, and I need some green terracotta to finish up just a few blocks. Motherfucker, that always just a few blocks. Like when you need to pull a cable maybe from your router to your PC or something like that, and or at the office, run a cable from the server rack to a desk, and it's that thing, you already have some wire and it's too short, but it's not like it's half the length, it's almost there. You just need half an inch more and it would be perfect, but it doesn't. That is crazy. I just need a few blocks. It's getting dark. Fuck my life. This feels really good to be able to disconnect and just do videos again. Feels goddamn awesome. I have a skeleton following me. Fuck. Yeah, just. Huh? Somewhere over the rainbow. I'm not even hoping for followers or subscribers. I'm just having fun. That's all. Oh, I forgot that thing that you can put something in your left hand and have some light so that you can see where you're going. Yeah, I'm just doing it for fun. And boy oh boy, we sure do need some fun once in a while. Come on. I have this super duper modded sword right now that I gave myself as a present some time ago. But you can see it's almost destroyed, so when it disappears, I'll just go back to normal weapons. Yeah, so I'm building this massive storage, automatic storage facility. I don't know if you are familiar with these systems, but there are a few models out there that are absolutely awesome. Basically, you can auto store every single item you have in chests without ever physically going to them. It's just a series of hoppers and a bit of redstone circuitry. That's just the same for every single chest of items. There is the mesa biome, and I just repeat it over and over and over and over again for all the items you have. And was that a child? Or god damn, those child zombies scare the shit out of me. They're so fast and violent. Don't kill me, please. I'm a coward. I don't like to fight. I just like to run away. I don't like to fight at all. Unless I have to. Yes, and I built this massive storage system. It was a pain in the ass. I think it took me, well, I don't play every day, so it took me months to build. And mostly the last few bits drove me crazy because now it's the same with electronic circuits. If you've ever built one, every single time you just build it, and after you finish it, it doesn't work. You absolutely have to troubleshoot and see why it doesn't work. And I didn't want to do that. The bigger and the more complex the system gets, the more can go wrong and the more will go wrong. Is this what I need? It's simple terracotta. So quite obviously after it was done, I had a lot to troubleshoot. And there's this thing, you have some filter hoppers that work by, hoppers have five. Oh, I've already been here. Gathering. Hoppers have five storage spaces in them, and just fill the first four spaces with something you don't use in the storage system, and there's one space left, and in that space you put the item that you filter and that you want to go, the item that you need to go in the chest. And there's a specific number of items that you need to follow, and I just miscalculated that like a whole bunch of times for 200 plus items and rows of chests. You can imagine that was absolutely a huge pain. But eventually I made it work. It does not work at this moment with non-stackable items like weapons, tools, shulker boxes, armor, and a few others. But I've searched on YouTube and I've found that there are systems that also sort non-stackable items, but I'm not very sure how much I need them, because let's be honest, talking about diamond weapons, diamond tools, diamond armor, you just don't, you don't have a chest full of them. You just kind of craft them when you need to. Because they're expensive, then they also last a long time, so I don't really have a chest with diamond swords and diamond tools and diamond armor and so on and so forth, so I really don't think that I need non-stackable item sorting system. I just disable the sorting for those chests and simply use them manually putting the items in there if I have any. That should be more than enough. I need to go to southwest, I think. Not to actually directly to the west, so I can avoid not rabbits but water, because we hate swimming. I don't know. I know you can use a boat or all sort of stuff. I just can't be bothered. No. This armor is the shit. Nothing ever does anything to me. Yeah, so I just can't be bothered. If I encounter some water, I just swim through it. I'll just check the space real quick, because I didn't have that much space on my disk available for a video. Nah, should be fine. Should be just fine. West. We need to go west. Adam West. Those of you who watched or are watching Family Guy, haven't seen a Family Guy episode in ages. I think are they still on? I think they've made like 1,000 episodes since the last time I've seen them. Great series, great show. I recommend it. West. Yeah. Sorry. Just drank some tea. Yeah. Life. Goodbye, cows. Am I full already? Jesus Christ. I have a mob farm, so I don't really need bones or arrows. Yeah, it's really nice to go back to having some fun once in a while. God damn it. There's a dungeon. It's my dungeon. And there's still a bit of water. No problem whatsoever. Wow. Do you get open rock like this? I had no idea. Thought it was supposed to be covered by grass or something. And when I get home, I'm gonna show you the super duper sorting system. You know, it kind of pisses me off. Some guys just build awesome stuff on creative mode, and I'm just stuck here, you know, working on a sorting system before I even get build something. Ah, but I guess being a technical person, where the hell am I? It doesn't show me on the map. Idiots, where am I? What? I'm not on the map anymore. Yeah, and also... Oh, hello. Forgive me for not being absolutely 100% vanilla, but I'm not playing Minecraft without a map like that. No way. I need a voxel map like air. Oh damn it. Yeah. I just climb here. It shouldn't be that hard to get there. Not stone, because you have to bake that. What? A barrier. I don't need that. Yeah, that's what I've used before you say that I cheat. That's what I've used for the sorting system because it's supposed to be a blocking item. Uh, something that you never use, and if you just any block you put there, it would work fine until you put that exact item in the sorting system, and then this is a super fast shovel. Then it just gets filled with that item, so it doesn't work. It needs to be something like bedrock or barrier or something that you can't have in survival. Because I have made a sorting system with not just what I had, with absolutely every single item in Minecraft. that is possible to have. So it's impossible to have a filtering block that you also own. It needs to be something different. So I used barriers. Oh, experience! Like the job interviews, we are looking for someone 20 years old with 40 years of experience. I swear to God that thing is true as hell. Motherfucking idiots need a reset. You know what's the problem with jobs and everything, and this is one of the things that pisses me off. I'm the king of the hill. Of a smaller hill, but it works. Why do I need to... God damn. One of the things that pisses me off and that made me follow my own path and make my own company is that shit where people don't give a damn about what you know, don't give a damn about who you are. They just look at the degrees you have and, you know, the so-called proven experience. And what the hell do I have a cable? I absolutely hate when you touch a cable on the desk with your feet. That's why I've hidden everything really well. You know, this shit needs to stop because what we're having now, and you gotta admit that the state that the world is in right now, is not exactly perfect, if you know what I mean. There is place for improvement. And one of the things that are wrong, that are awfully wrong with our world, talking about business environment and the job market, is that actual experience and know-how is totally ignored. It's severely ignored. I don't know how to express myself. So if you go somewhere, and I'll give myself as an example, I had a couple of servers in my kitchen for about 5 years. So I know how it sounds in the beginning, but I had 2 goddamn servers in my home for 5 years. So I know my shit around Linux, I know my shit around commands, around installing a command line operating system, about installing services like a web server, like Java, like whatever the hell you want and need. And more importantly, because nobody taught me these things, I needed to learn how to do it myself. So I'm also capable of learning shit, but they absolutely don't care. They need proven experience in a company, which is almost always not even half of what I did at home. So there's less work in any company I've ever worked in than what I did at home, and less professionalism. And then they ask you for that goddamn degree that means absolutely nothing. And this shit needs to stop, because a fucking piece of paper, especially in countries like mine, I know because I have seen that the university system in other parts of the world is absolutely gorgeous. Pardon me, I'm very tired. I know that you do a lot of stuff in other places, but out here it means nothing. So if you have a degree, it means nothing. It just means that you wasted 3 or 4 or 5 years of your life in going to classes. That's it. There's no experience. You don't do anything. There's no practice. There's nothing. Absolutely nothing. And yet they require you to have that degree. No shit. That's why everything's going down, because nobody knows how to do anything, but they have degrees and they get employed. And all the good people are left behind. Fuck you. Jesus, I will. Right? This is my storage facility. 7 levels high, not including ground. All filled side to side, all 4 sides with chests with items. Every single chest a different item. A lot of work has been invested into this thing. Also, a slime block elevator with a button on each floor. All 7 floors. Okay, how did I make... Damn it. How did I make green? Melon. What? Oh, I need to... I already have cactus green. There you go, green terracotta. Not no. Green. Thank you very much. And I think you just put it in the oven and get the results, right? This is another very cool thing I've seen, that you can make unlimited fuel for furnaces using a redstone machine to duplicate forgot the word. Ooh. Duplicate what? Carpets. Carpets. You know, like pets that cars can have. Car pets. Or pets for your car. What the hell am I talking about? I'm tired and my mind is going places. Sorry about that. There you go. I'm not going to show you how I do the design here because it's gonna take some time till I figure out what to do. I'm just gonna show you around the sorting system and then that's it for today. So we have 2 chests here. Ignore this one. This one doesn't exist. Oh, of course they don't open if they count if they don't open if you cover them with blocks. But this brown one, which is a normal chest, you dump all your items in. They go through the system, get sorted, and what doesn't find a place if there's no chest for it comes back right here. Let me show you how the floors look like. This is the elevator. You also have banners with the number of each floor, and this is how each floor looks like. For now I have to hide all these hoppers with black wool or something. I just left it like this because it's almost fully tested. It's not fully tested yet, so I can have some space to work with if I need to repair anything. As you can see, the barriers that I used for filtering the filter item, and whenever it gets on top of the filtering hopper, if you have that certain item, it just flows straight to the chests below. There could have been 3 rows of chests, but they're causing huge lag. And bear in mind that I'm another laptop borrowed from someone right now. It's an i7 with an NVIDIA GeForce card, but my laptop is a goddamn AMD APU 1.5 GHz integrated graphics. Goddamn bugs. I have to kill an insect. There you go. Fucking idiots. It's getting cold outside and they hide wherever they find heat. So this is basically the top row of hoppers is just like a loop going all around each floor. Let me show you second floor because this one has the return hoppers. You can see it more clearly. They're numbered too. What? Okay, 3 works. So I can see every single floor. This is where the hoppers come from the floor above. And I go all around all the 4 sides of the room. Going round and round and round through all the items for each chest. And then back here. And it goes down to the next floor and so on and so forth until the very last item. And that's just about it. It's really simple because it's the same thing for every single chest, so you don't need to wrap your head around too much redstone. It's just 3 pieces of redstone, 1 comparator, 1 repeater, and 1 redstone torch. That's for every single chest in here. 7 floors like this one. Just for the sake of it, I'll show you the rest of the floors. That's the elevator. Really cool stuff. Really cool, and I've built some return circuits, so to call them. Now it just goes back whenever it hits the bottom or the top. There we go. 3rd floor, 4th floor, 5th floor, 6th, and then 7th. And this is actually the 1st floor that the machine does, is all the items get carried to the top by an item elevator through this shaft and comes right here to the left, and it begins the loop through all floors, goes down here to the 6th floor and around, and then down again to the 5th floor, and so on and so forth. every single column of chests has a different item. Now there are some really rare items. The idea is that you absolutely need to have 41 items of the kind in each hopper, you know, and there are some very rare items, and I used creative mode for that, but just to make the filter. So I am never going to use these, they just sit there in the filter. I only use what's in the chests, so it's not such a big deal that I've used creative mode for that. It would have been like, it would have taken me 2 years. Imagine just gathering 41 diamonds just for one column of the whole 7th floor system. It's not something that I'm willing to do. But yeah, that's the sorting system. It works. It finally works. It actually works. And that is super impressive. And to stop the elevator, just press this button. And that disables the bottom circuit, which is somewhere down there around the shaft. But you have to wait for it to reach the top, because that's when it gets the signal to come back. And when it comes back, it just stops, because I've turned off the return circuit for it. For some weird reason, it seems to multiply these observers. I'm not quite sure what the hell is going on there, because it's the only time I've seen this glitch. At first I was petrified. So, at first it was pretty nasty, because I thought it actually multiplies them, but you see them, but the blocks don't actually exist. If you break them, they just disappear, so it's kind of a display glitch. The blocks aren't actually there, so that is nice. No, it was really confusing, because when I first saw that, I tried to solve the problem. You know, I thought that was something was definitely wrong with the elevator, and I was trying to figure out how to make it not to multiply things. But then I realized that those blocks actually don't exist, so there's nothing to worry about. Even if you build it and it does that, it doesn't matter. It's just a visual glitch. And yeah, this system, imagine this whole building, no matter what items you have, everything that's in here, everything that's in here, everything that's in here, all of them, you just dump them into one single chest, and each and every item goes to its specific chest. That is amazing, and all the work was worth it. It's absolutely amazing. It's absolutely amazing. It's well worth it. This was the episode for now, and thanks a lot for watching, and I hope that I'll come with the next one. I really need to do something like this once in a while. Feels good. Feels good, man. Just ignore the world and play. One advice, I don't know what ages you guys are. I don't know if you're kids, if you're teenagers, if you're adults. One advice only. Never forget to be a child. And never forget to play. That's what makes us human. The moment you forget to play and you're like, my parents, you know, ugh, you still play those stupid computer games at the age of 30. Yeah, because that makes me feel human, not a machine. Play and be a kid even more often. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.